What's going on, guys? This is Kaishro. Welcome back. So we're back with another video. So in this video we're going to cover YCSC, YCS China, Guangzhou 2024. So this is the biggest event to close out the 2024, and it was really a massive event with 2,348 participants. So it's probably more than the YCSJ or the YCS Japan, no? So with China having more population and potentially larger player base, no? So this is the last event before the conclusion of the October format and before we venture our January format. So it is really important to see how the format concluded post October ban list. So without further much ado, let's start. So looking on this tournament, it was still best of one. So it is a tournament that continued the tradition of YCSJ with only BO1 matches and 8 rounds of Swiss. Oh my goodness, 2,000 participants with 8 rounds and top 64 single elim. So it is very hard to top this tournament, and quarter century Trinity the box is not allowed even though it was held on the date of the QCTV box. It is not allowed on this tournament. And looking on the top 16, there's a bunch of Malice on this, and I'm very excited to see the Malice decks that have top in this tournament. And moving on, we do have Grass Malice. On the first place, oh my goodness, play the Fairy Tail, the Bestials with Lubellion, Saronir, and a bunch of hand traps with triple Ash and one Ogre, one Ogre and double Droll and double Veiler, and still play triple Imperm and 60 because you have triple Trust, and also you still have triple Allure, which is now limited to 1, and double Gold Sark as well. So the 60 Malice is almost a deck that integrates the going first cards and also the going second, but on this list it didn't play the D barrier and other sanctum, no, those are going first fetch targets for the trust. It is not evident on this aside from the talent, and the first place was really focused on going second cards like Book of Eclipse, Forbidden Droplet. And moving on towards the extra deck, pretty linear as well. Nothing too out of ordinary here. Next, we do have another Malice. So, the top two are Malice. The finals was a Malice mirror match. Imagine that in a format where Ryzel is full power, Malice has been the top two best decks on this 2K participant large tournament. It speaks volume on how good the Malice is, especially in the right environment and the correct pilot. So on this second, I just played the raw Malice, the standard ordinary approach on Malice. Just played 3 draw on the main deck and double Book of Eclipse. So Eclipse still proves to be pivotal on Malice. It is really strong against the Ryzel and can be really decent as well against a bunch of meta decks out there. And yeah, next, third place, even third place is on Malice. Imagine that. So the tournament was dominated by Malice. There's not a debacle about that. Malice dominated this YCS C tournament. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the first YCS China. And it was thanks towards the growing environment and player count in China. They have like different regional tournaments. They still have the China mainland tournament, the festival tournament. So there's a lot of events in China going on in a single year, and it's more than twice, or not even twice, thrice or 4 times of the duration or quantity of events in smaller regions in Philippines, Thailand, Singapore, Indonesia. The China was really a successful region on this game. And on this list, it is very standard. You didn't have to play flawless because it is only best of one. You won't want to risk the chance of getting bricks on your hand when going first. So just play the double Nibiru and triple Veiler. And didn't have to play Allure, no? So just play double Gold Sark on this. And moving on next, we do have Tenpai Dragon. Of course, Tenpai in a single elims and best of one environment. Tenpai Dragon proves to be a very strong contender on this type of tournaments. Mainly to the fact that it doesn't matter if you lose the die roll, you're just going second every single time. Every opponent, you just go second, throw your follows, maxi, drop your drolls on them, and egg them with Nibiru, and just basically break their board with Slayer and Droplet, no? Very linear, but still very effective on this Tenpai Dragon. And they have also lost one copy of Gold Sark, to be fair. It is addressed on this ban list. And this Tenpai player is not really fan of playing multitudes of synchro. He sacrificed the synchro monsters on his extra deck in replacement towards of the Link package and the Ultimate Slayer dump targets with Malong, Entis, and Mirror Logic Aggregator. And 5 to 8, oh my goodness, Malice. This time it played the Delta Gamma package. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. There's like 5 Malice already? Oh my goodness. So China is definitely not a fan of Ryzil, no? They are more into Malice. I think Malice is just really phenomenal. And it was really rightful to hit the Gold Shark and Allure because otherwise it would dominate the format in this January. And yeah, nothing too fancy on the extra deck. Just didn't play Typhon or Typhon, Star Slayer, and 58 was grass branded. So 60 standard branded with a bunch of board breakers, triple eclipse, and double droplet with one evenly match. Of course, you have trust to fetch those cards. And 58 once again, Crystron, another successful deck. And the trend with Crystron is they are playing 2 Tidal almost every single time on Crystron. Just a good water fodder and a really good boost towards the consistency of the Crystron. And 9 to 16, oh my goodness, what even is this? Finsmith Sky Striker 10 by Dragon. What in TCG is this? This is how TCG people has been playing the Tenpai Dragon, and they are mixing a bunch of engines, Sky Striker Drop Power with Finsmith, and this is what China is known for. Their innovative approach towards the meta decks. They don't really think inside the box. They always go the extra mile of innovating the deck, experimenting cards, trying out different strategies, and evolving the whole type of deck. They are really good at playing out these builds, and also they are integral on innovating the metagame in the OCG as a whole. I don't really uh, post Chinese deck list on this channel aside from the Weebusher tournaments on my metagame reports, but I am also following the Chinese metagame, the Bilibili, and all of those Chinese websites that they usually post their deck list because in Twitter or X, a lot of Chinese people are not fond of those applications, so they just really post on their local social media platforms. So if you follow closely the Chinese metagame, they are different. They are so different. They don't really follow any logic. Sometimes they don't really play maxis. Most of the time they play 60 cards, and you will see every weird deck that you could possibly think of on Chinese platforms. That's just how crazy the Chinese metagame is. I cannot really explain it because you don't have the reference for that unless you are following those Chinese pages as well. But yeah, believe me, they are really something else on deck building. And next would be Ryzil. Only first Ryzil. Oh my goodness. This is only the first Ryzil. What the freak? That was not evenly humanly possible, no? It was dominated by Malice. 10 by 1 twice. Freaking Sky Striker Finsmith 10 by 1. And we only have one Ryzil. Imagine that. So they heavily prepared against Ryzil. They are really prepared on dealing against Ryzil. And yeah, that sums up our YCS China Guangzhou 2024 event metagame report and deck list reviews. So if you found this video informative and helpful, please consider subscribing. it definitely motivates me a lot to keep providing this content for you guys. So once again, thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Peace.